Yeah. For 4 generations, your boots up on their neck. October 7th happened, the fuck did you expect? 9/11 happened, the fuck did you expect? Bombs over Baghdad, there's blood over the checks. Zionists are the new Nazis. Netanyahu is the new Hitler. Bodies keep piling the fuck up. America and Israel just get richer. New Jim Crow, but the same old shit.
Hey, Bet.
Getting fucked by the same old dick.
Hey, Roger.
Get blown up any time of the day, and the bombs all say made in USA.
Hey, Miss Yellow Red.
The IDF practices aiming low, cause they be shooting at kids. Wonder why they despise children, husband, and wives. And when somebody shoots back, they act fucking surprised. Cracker, Ravens, Nazi, devil, Netanyahu. You a cracker and you know it, Donald Trump. You a rapist and you know it, Joe Biden. You a Nazi and you know it, Obama. You the devil and you know it. So fuck the IDF, fuck the police. End of the day, they all the same. Fuck the CIA, fuck the FBI. They want to kill us all and I just want them to die. Guys are on fire, not just one fat bitch singing. I hear the whole choir. Not about God or prophecy. This is a land grab. All of a sudden, get off. Fatima was a dreamer, and then they blew her bones apart. She said, don't wear black to my funeral. Wear red just like my heart. They brought out an A truck. People was running up. Of course, the IDF starts shooting. Genocide is American as apple pie. Baseball and mass shootings.
I love that bar. And the System of a Down interpolation. Just in case the song was too serious, he's like, wait, run it back. Let me keep it funny for a second. It's Elon Musk. I knew what the bar was going to be the first time I heard the song and said it along with it because I knew exactly how it was going to be said.
Half these motherfuckers came from Poland. Fuck them as a staff, record label, and a crew. And if you down with the mad souls, then fuck you too. Barbarians at the gate. IDF soldiers protested for they right to rape. Jesus made wine from water, but I say fuck peace. Plus I'm all out of grapes. Wish I could give more than just these raps. Fuck Sarah Silverman and fuck Borat. Propaganda ain't helping you. Netanyahu ain't from Israel. That's
fuck Borat.
No such thing as a populist.
Is that true? Is Netanyahu from Philadelphia? That's hilarious if true.
Accounts are just CIA operatives. Hoteps and MAGA, same fucking people. Smoke some crack and go murder some bald eagles. Fucking they in danger. I got a doctorate and popping shit and making bangers. They're wicked. The death of one man is a tragedy. The death of a million is a statistic.
Yeah, he thought he was gonna say calamity because it would have rhymed, but he's like, nah. Let's come down from that. Tell me what you've got going on tonight.
Lost in the source of your lofty metaphor. Your fortune is sick, super big, impressive, large. I hope you can hold and control what you're building. It's bigger than buildings, tremendous, imprisoning. Your hand cast a shadow over Rin's mouth. You ran everybody out of this town. Why so uncomfortable? I thought you staked this claim as home. Trembling tendrils reach inner sanctum, breach wearing white and black, bleeding into into the cracks. These unforsaken.
Hi, LaPusha. Hi, Genki and Sienna. Hi, Niggy Springfield.
Only the brave trace.
Hi, Sweet Lime Juice.
Only the way prevails. Oh, 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 cast over everything, what only dawn can bring, till death do fall again. I say embrace the trend, crash over everything, what only dawn can bring, till death do fall again. I say embrace the trend.
LaPusha says, I was going to ask if you do a cappella of your song, specifically Worst Trait. Sure. You asking about that as like a request? Because I would definitely do any of my songs as a paid request, but I'll also just do that one because do you want it a cappella like rapped or a cappella like spoken? Like, I often wonder if there's an appeal to just like reading lyrics straight in a way that people who, I feel like even a cappella, there's people who are not going to be able to understand you when you like sing something. And maybe just like stating the lyrics would make it easier for those people to understand. I'll also play this for a second.
Spend my life to write a pretty set of words that could make you forget about her. And I might have spent a sentimental verb if she wasn't hanging around you like a curse. Verse for verse, I'm worse for wear when you tear these pieces right out of me. When you see me bleeding, stab me in the dark. Come on, baby, finish up the job. Step by step, my pleasure rests on the best screams, rending my throat, and you choke me better than a slow beat. Baby, yeah, you know me better than to say that name to my face. I erase so many people. I erase so many people. I forget so many people. I forget so many
YouTube isn't letting you super chat.
Spend my life to write a
What the fuck,
pretty set of
YouTube?
words that could make you forget about her. And I might have spent a sentimental verb if she wasn't hanging around you like a curse. Verse for verse, some words for where when you tear these pieces right out of me. When you see me bleeding, stab me in the dark. Come on, baby, finish up the job. You said that she was my friend, but what was her name again? You said that she was my friend, but what was her name again?
Thank you, LaPusha, with Australian $7.99. It says worst trait a cappella rap. All right.
What's my worst trait? What's my worst trait? What's my worst trait? What's my worst trait? What's my What's my worst trait? What's my worst trait? What's my worst trait? What's my worst? Yeah. See me on a date dressed like a punk from 88, bumping city morgue so hard it's rattling your license plate, asking what's my worst trait, what's my worst trait. You said it's the way you ask these questions that I can't relate to now. Play me something I can skate to, smoke an eighth to, pass around the room and drink a late to, something I can bump to while I break you in. You see me grin, goddamn it, boy, I'll never win. I'm down for gin and juice tonight. I'll let you bust up in my caboose tonight, pass out late, wake up late and drive up a mountainside for some peace and quiet. What's my worst trait? Really good at making people hate me, and they struggle learning how to place me. Guess I'm kinda racy, racing past the lames who want the place. I only stopped in passing for a rest, not ready to see the rest. If they think they'll have me at my best after treating me like gas, they'll be crying all alone in the end. I don't have to pretend that I'm something I'm not. Your soul can sit and rot, mine will rock.
What's my worst trait? What's my worst trait? What's my worst trait? What's my worst trait? What's my worst? Hey, is it the drugs that I take? Is it the standards I break? I'm hated, it's crazy. I don't hate it, you're lazy. I'm motivated, elated, and being stated, it's brazy. Vizzy is dizzy from all of this pop. Fizzy as soon as I drop anything. This is a flop. Listen again, this writ rap. This written not. Spin the pen, fiddle the plot. Rhyming and scheming a lot. The time and immediate or not. I'ma be closer to God. I'ma be closer to the top. I'll be token while boasting that I'm like Token and Logan Tupac when I'm hosting, just MCing and being a mean being. You flee when you see him, and that's my worst trait. Woo! Funny, I bought gin and juice just today for Bird, but he passed out very early, so there was no gin and juice to be had. No ice. No ice. Song's pretty short. I haven't listened to Hurricane Season in a little while, but I know that it's a absolute banger, particularly this song. Play, you son of a bitch.
Dudes reviewed your new sound and said that it's poo-poo. I do on whatever you fools do. My crew do voodoo. Make weird shit start happening to you.
Get you freaked out, thinking you're tweaking like you need a new plug. Ugly, cute like a pug, sweet shit under the rug. You gon' know what I want, you gon' know what I love. Daughter of the sun since 1991. I'm at the fun because the world is boring where I'm not.
It's just so boring. You do, where I'm not. It's what you do, you do.
It's what you do, you do.
What you do, you do.
Always trying to write bitter tales to make. Oh, these lyrics are not exactly correct. And if I'm like you, cause I've been in jail, then you're like me. Yeah, I'm pale, but I dress like talk not too unlike you. I'm frustrated that these lyrics are so incomplete, but I'm also not surprised. I feel like he adds a lot in when he's actually rapping them from what's originally written. All right, let's listen to Cat in Box.
I am all things at all times. I might be alive. I might have just died. Open the box and you'll find I might be alive. I might have just died. Up in the mountains I'm high, by the river bug bite. Where am I sleeping tonight? How many sleep at my side? How many see the sunrise? How many die just to try? Too many reasons to cry. Too many fish left to fry. Shift your particles with mine. Let's fuck in the car tonight. Nothing but the starry light. Let's fuck in the car tonight. Shift your particles with mine. Let's fuck in the car tonight. Nothing but the starry light. Let's fuck in the car tonight. Cat in box, cat in box, cat in box. You offered to bleed.
Wait for that one. Bad Eater said,
You offered.
no. Bad Eater said, you ought to pull up the lyrics and perform Acid King by A$AP Rock. Someone donate so that could happen. I don't know that song, but it would be fun because I know A$AP's flow. Wait, hold on. I know A$AP's flow, and so I could probably go right into it, though. And you know I would just to drop the flow. It would just be like I knew how to go in the song, you know. Past that buttery gold jittery zeitgeist.
Breathe for me, and I wish you had offered to smile. I know you don't want to sleep, but you're wrinkling your face every night. You're beautiful in spite. The part you want to.
I can't
hide.
play this song because it'll get my stream taken down, but I'll look for the lyrics.
The part you want to hide. We had such a lovely time, even after you cried on the floor. And after I hurt myself that night, I regretted it more. never before. Because I broke your girl like never before. I wanna protect our girl. I'm a sentimental freak and I'm so prone to these mood swings. If I gave you a peek, it's after staring through these screens. I'm coming back again as many times as you'll have me around. But I'm gonna bully you out of that frown. And you're gonna tackle me to the ground. We're gonna roll around and around.
Anyway, that's my emo, furry emo. All right. Let's see. The magic is black, backyard happy and fertile. For Casso, the acid king of the black circle. Same year Bowie dropped, 2 horns hatched and matured to gore Northport's 84. Here is 84, Mary Lou Retton, excite bike, AIDS jeopardy. Wake up the Orwell in me, crack rock anyway. 17 summers and developing. Would it be the middle school or ketamine? Guess. Left home in the dark to curl up in a bear hug in Suffolk County's arms with a bevy of heavy metal records and leather Bibles. More Anton LaVey than St. Michael. More Sherman of Ford on bricks behind Midas, fly with the Pentacram pilots, Sabbath and Judas and all the tunes prudent, seems tame now, then it was devil music, Rick Six, the nickname clicks, makeshift altar and a clearing in the sticks, forfeit a kitten by the forks from the kitchen with horsemen who drew the same symbols, pitchforks waving out Grand Theft 4 by 4 support system, alas, Angus on the axe in the back, foreground offering a pitch-dark animal corpse and backyard black mass, and a brash curiosity op for grave robbery to puff and pluck skulls at a cemetery property, cop cuff 'em and stuff 'em in Amityville Asylum, it's Fantasy Island for Noah Zions. At the same time, South Oaks but focus on the environment and how it couldn't loosen the Lucifer out his client who would flee pale moon, pale horse howling death, and LSD to make it mean more than it meant. Pay attention, here's where the whole thing sours and goes from intriguing to wowzers. At a party, a passed out drunk Casso gets got for 10 bags of dust. Now it's not a big town and people have big mouths, so he fishes around till he figures out Gary Lowers, 17 years young, you have no idea what you've done. Track him down, beat him pissy, he got 5 bags back, still owes him 50. Oh, Ricky, do we hound him for loot or show him how the hellbound do? Casso waives all debts, says let's just go and get baked instead. 2 shake hands and the beef played dead, though it's more like a skeeter shaking a web, and along came a spider with 2 of his friends. It was into the woods, a delusional mess, 4 kids dipped in a black hole bath. June 16th, Casso snaps. Off guard, Gary tackled and pinned, sees Rick pull a knife from his jacket and grin, raise that knife like a sword to the moon, plunge that knife through the portrait of youth, go and say you love Satan, say you love Satan, lawyers ain't say it, just cave to the facelift. 32 stab wounds, gouged out eyes, burns on his skin, not a cloud in the sky. Casso would later explain he was told by Satan himself in the form of a crow to murder the kid cold, a part of a pristine whole. No, and just had to brag until somebody sad, just had to rat. Sat in a cell as a merchant of hate who would hang from his sheep before the 3rd day. Some say Casso was part of a cult, but I'm sure there was more than what we were told, more than adults or authority could rightly decode. Or maybe I'm wrong and he's finally home. Casso is starting to feel like a nice light. Hold close to the highs in the white light. Hold close to the good you are drawn to. These woods were grown to disarm you. It's starting to feel like a nice night. Hold close to the highs in the white light. Hold close to the good you are drawn to. These woods were grown to disarm you. Starting to feel like a nice night. Hold close to the highs of the white light. Hold close to the good you were drawn to. These woods were grown to disarm you. Yeah, starting to feel like a nice night. Hold close to the highs of the white light. Hold close to the good you were drawn to. These woods were grown to disarm you. Alright, how incredibly close or far was that? It's a good song, I like it. It's from a real murder case. Damn. Did I see your Ultraman clip where you added a scene from Tiga? I did not see that you had done that, no. I remember some kind of strange scene from Ultraman Tiga. They're talking about like eating too many beans and farting or something. I remember that from my childhood. I have very limited exposure to Ultraman, and it's very sporadic. Dub.
A woman.
She looks like my yoga instructor.
There was like a point in my teens where I stopped.
Yeah, like my mom would always make fun of how the dialogue in that show is goofy as fuck. It probably is like a funny show, and she was just not getting that it was like that, like it was like a comedy dub type thing or something, because it sounds pretty intentional. But I just remember there being a scene where there's like a very bizarre dialogue about somebody like complaining that somebody else farted in like the little metal room, and the other guy's like, I had beans type deal. Can't remember the exact line. My mom used to quote it all the fucking time. Whatever. Has Landon visited me yet? No. That's probably not going to happen for a little bit because I think he went somewhere else. But Corona's coming over tomorrow, which is why y'all should send me money on Cash App or Venmo, because I can't really afford to go anywhere and do anything in town. I could take her to the beach and to Mount Trashmore and to the free parks. It'll be fine. I don't need money to have a good time, but I do need money. Taper clip. Just welcome to sponsor good and do witchcraft. Full membership. Taper clip. Reminding me that I just released my first ever members only video. Thank you, Taperclip, for reminding me through your amazing sponsorship that just 28 minutes ago. Anime onlys are literally bad people. This is only for, I set up these memberships like a couple months ago, and I didn't do anything with them at all. I was just like, whatever, I should have it active. And a few people signed up. I know ASE Presents channel. Shout out to ASE Presents. Let me put them on screen real quick, because they gifted 5 memberships at one point. Nope, Presents with an S, please. Yeah, Mint Slad. A lot of Clone Wars going on. I made a video called Anime Onlys Are Literally Bad People. No, I'm not going to explain it at all. If you're not a member, you don't get to understand, all right? You can, if you think you personally are capable of coercing me into giving you this video for free, you can try your damnedest. But the rest of you will have to get memberships. Anyway.
In all the endlessness, another summer that you shouldn't miss. Transpire and transmogrify yourself into existence without resistance. Your listless fingers falling on another.
Taperclip said, thank you so much for featuring Scooter Pitch Podcast and my manga last stream. Thank you for having a great podcast. And frankly, it kind of happened to be what my stream was supposed to be about anyways, because I was like, I'm going to make this stream where I share a bunch of the artwork of people from my Discord server. And it just so happens you've already got a show that kind of collects a bunch of artwork of people from my Discord server and even comments on it elaborately. And that podcast is itself the work of people from the Discord server. So it was like it was like several metatextual layers of fulfilling to the purpose of the stream to keep playing it. And I didn't want to explain any of that because I liked watching Kamugi completely lose her shit over the fact that I hit play on it again every single time. It was very adorable. Like, she was constantly in disbelief that I was still playing the podcast, so I just decided I would not explain why I was doing it. Because no, we're starting this one over. You know what? I'm just gonna sing this one because I'm kind of disappointed with this performance of it, but I don't know how to capture the way this song is supposed to sound. It should have like a super bright acoustic guitar under it, but it should sound like, in all the endlessness, another summer that you shouldn't miss. Transpire and transmogrify yourself into existence without resistance. Your listless fingers falling on another fret
board, disintegrating as you weep into your keyboard. You wanna go somewhere else, but you've got to get there yourself. In all the endlessness, another summer that you shouldn't miss. Transpire and transmogrify yourself into existence without resistance. I wouldn't need my hands, I wouldn't need my legs. I've got something to give and something I need to get. In all the endlessness, another summer that you shouldn't miss. Transpire and transmogrify yourself into existence without resistance.
Needs that with some kind of guitar or a keyboard, or I don't know. It could be like a whole instrumentation. Is there a version of Worst Trait without the instrumental? Aside from the one I just performed, actually, yeah, because I think the instrumental was built around my performance in the first place. It would take some doing to find it. Unless you asked David. If you can find Don't Call Me Dave, I'm sure he has the acapella on hand, because he did the instrumental as well. Though he might be upset that you don't like the instrumental, because, you know, he played that riff himself. That's a totally original guitar riff. That is not a sample, and I think it's pretty fucking dank. It's a good guitar riff.
The gift I really languished, the game I ran and lost, the gilded intervention of reality and love. Like getting it, remembering life, going into rough landscapes grandiose and rolling. Little lover, I've fallen in love. I never felt the movement of the earth so quickly down under my feet. Even though the thought of making it back to you has got me strapped into my seat, and I don't really know exactly what happens if I get slow and I'm not about to fall down.
Imagine this with like a punk rock, you know.
I love going to the gas station because they deal with weird shit all day long.
Okay, so you do like the instrumental, you just also want to have the... That's totally understandable. Yeah, I will get you hooked up. I'll figure out how to find that. It's not gonna... I didn't make it on this laptop. I made it on my old computer, but I do have my... It's actually right next to me. So whenever I decide I'm gonna plumb through all the fucking files on there to get everything I need, I will grab that for you. Or I'll ask David about it. Don't call him Dave, by the way. He's David. Dave is a dead nickname.
It's where the out-of-towners feel at home, and sometimes homeless people get to stay, if that gas station is okay. I love going to the station store.
I will put them on Itch.io. That's a great place for stuff like that,
There
actually.
is a burnout or they've seen some shit. I buy cigarette soda and brand name foods because I'm cheap and corpos own my soul.
Oh, no.
That only makes sense because I said so. I love going to the gas station. Most of them are basically the same. Different names for things and brands in different regions of the world. Sometimes they have pretty decent food. Kind of expensive but convenient.
True.
Very often within walking distance.
Hey.
I love going to the gas station.
God, I love that harmony.
I buy lots of bullshit at the gas station. I will not name any names here. You should find your own cool gas station. If it sucks, then burn that fucker
down.
I'm just kidding.
Take care of your town.
Just keep showing up dressed up like a drag queen till they close their store. If they say something, take a shit on the floor. They're kind of used to that at the gas station. If it is a cool gas station. Wherever I come from, wherever I've been, wherever I'm going, wherever I am, I don't wanna be stoic, I don't wanna be banned, I don't wanna be dissed or dismissed, I just wanna be in a band.
Something like that. I don't know if that was on time. Okay, well, that was that. Anime onlys. Literally bad people. Hey, Krona. I'm going to bed pretty soon, but I had to stop by for my regular cum witch. I'm making sure this stream is just right so that you can listen to it on your drive over. I'll make it go for 6 hours or something. I don't know. I need money, so I'm going to stream until I feel like I have enough money to feel like I can live my life. Actually, frankly, let me just be specific, actually. I'm going to make enough money to take Bird to Mexican food. Because for the last 2 nights, Bird's been craving Mexican food, and I've been telling him we can't afford that. And he's been like, I know we can't afford that, but I really want it. And I've been like, well, I don't know what to do about that. So, this is now the Buying Bird Mexican Food Fund, alright? Help me buy my husband Mexican food. He works very hard every day. He spent all his money taking a truck across the country and paying rent. And now he's broke and I can't even buy him Mexican food. And Bird's got that like type of eating disorder where if there's like only one thing he can imagine eating, he cannot even fathom like life beyond his desire to eat that thing, and will literally just shut down for like days. So granted, I think he's been asleep like all day because he got bad sleep the last couple nights. You know, he handles stress in very interesting ways. But you know, I've got a cushy at-home job where I hang out with my friends all day, and the hardest part is like finding enough energy to literally beg for money on the internet. I am the DSP of anime. I hope so. I think DSP makes more money than I do. So if I can get to that level, that would be great. Like, that guy's a legend. You can walk into any random fucking live stream and mention DSP and everybody knows what you're talking about. How do I get there? I'm absolutely down to grift off of Kiwi Farms or whoever. I just need them to have money is the thing. You know? The problem is that like most of these lolcow fans and shit are fucking broke. They're like, I'm not a lolcow though, Tricks. I am to someone though. Again, what I'm trying to say is I don't care why. Hold on, I have a song about this. I don't care if you get what I'm saying. I just want you to pay me. Where's the one? This song's good as fuck. Peep the style and the kids checking for it. My number one suggestion is you motherfucking for it. Got bored of the bullshit, old of the new shit. Cool it, switch it, the bitch, whole school brick. Cut up all your genitals, swap them. Kill a couple cops and set your fucking block on fire, start over. Put a Range Rover through Fort Knox. Kill a couple more cops and burn the Federal Reserve. Stab a perf in the throat, swerve / clip Joe Rogan on your way to Elon Musk. See that motherfucker Dustin in a duster with a cluster.
bust the bomb. I said you're goes kabomb. You motherfuckers don't know me. I'm crazy as shit, and I'm OG Trixie Goldie Rich in the building. Run, she might burn the whole thing down just for fun. She loves me out in the sun.
Really? Run, little bitch, be so as I can. On turbans, more Ausländer.
Rich or poor, I ignore,
Islander.
Give me more,
I ponder.
Dignity and esteem and candor, with a beam and a gleam and glamour. What you read, what you see, no slander. I agree, it's a cute red pander, so astute when the groove meanders. Big adventures for such little hamsters. Ham Taro flow, now you know how to banter. It goes, dirty goes in the hamper.
This part.
Goes, dirty goes in the hamper. I don't care if you get what I'm saying, I just want you to pay me. I don't care if you get what I'm saying, I just want you to pay me. Yeah. I'm above your head. No sense speaking my words too dead to it and know what I just said. Brain dead. Stay in bed. Maybe go listen to Drake instead. Unless I try and dig it in my head. Usually you try, you end up dead. It's not my fault, it's just what they said. Breaking bread all over the country, in a dread even when they love me. Stay in bed and I got the laundry, in a dread even when they want me. I'm the type to simply sit and stare into space, or really stare at your face till you feel out of place. Displaced, it's an early age space, so I go to space almost every day. Bring back some mementos, fresher than a Mentos, bad on instrumental. Trixie going mental.
Hey, shout out really hate my dad in chat because that's his beat. That's a bad eater beat. Really hate my dad is bad eater, and you should subscribe to his channel because he makes analysis videos about hip hop sometimes. Not as often as he makes sick fucking beats though. You singing it live is better than the song itself. That's what I'm hoping for, as long as it lines up right. I'm super nervous about like rapping over these songs and it sounds like you're hearing me off time with myself and it's just annoying and not cool. The actual best song on this album though, this one takes me way back. Sarah Louise, Who Am I? Blind Skywatcher beat, that's the one. Walking around Milwaukee, Wisconsin with the constant prods and swagger, shattering offensive left. Hold up. Let me run this back. I have not been to Milwaukee, Wisconsin, but I am obviously going to. That's the one. Walking around Milwaukee, Wisconsin with the constant prods and swagger, shattering offensive, lathering wit, spitting out rounded rhymes like I sanded it down to a spear for a bedpost. I get the most weird looks and write the most queer books, and I've read the Fed posts. Dead poet, my flow is necromantic, so enchanted like the Black Forest, and of course I always go ham. Make your freaky ass a fan. I am not glam, dressed like a bitch, wanna live in the mountains, ride to the tree for the fountain and seeing how many towns I can map in my crown. Frown, flip around when my sound carries, carrying crows carrying me Marion berries. Ferry is free and the sea isn't scary with the wariness to heat and sea legs. I beg of thee to concede to the weather and airiness. Allow this air apparent not to be remiss, and if you shoot up at the miss, you shouldn't miss. Trixie gets fucking pissed. Summer and winter and the seas between them seem to spread, encompassing a compass on an earth without an edge. An underwater birth and trenches shooting through canal, navally postnatal and fatally post-cradle waterfowl. On the bow of the mothership I wept when it became too old on winter mornings I just slept. Ineptitude is haunting and the truth is ever vast. If you kept it all inside, it's time to nuke it, have a blast. Yeah. Ineptitude is haunting and the truth is ever blast. Ever vast. The mothership I wept when it became too cold on winter mornings I just slept. Ineptitude is haunting and the truth is ever vast. If you kept it all inside, it's time to nuke it, have a blast. Did we really need another schizo rapper making manic episodes into electrifying clappers? Yet another snappy wannabe of Ghostface killer shilling her own face, milling around her own place and mumbling into notes all day? I doubt it, but the clout and all the infamy could get to me if I could see a murmur in the gestalt. All the best alternate remedies, invest in better properties, and honestly discover what's the damage at the heart of me I can't manage to see. Unmanageably gambling my future upon a gut instinct that says my shit is really super and the pooper is just begging begging to be filled. Ew, is that really the lyric? Did I mishear it? I fear there may be interference in the static. That's at it, y'all. I've had it. That's at it. I've had it. That's my favorite on there anyway. These fucking lyrics are insanity, actually. Every time I hear this back, I'm just like, wait a minute. What the fuck did I say? Summer and winter and the seams between them seem to spread, encompassing a compass on an earth without an edge. An underwater berth entrenched and shooting through canal. Navally postnatal and fatally post-cradle waterfowl. What? Anybody want to give that one a shot for me? Anybody want to figure out what the fuck I'm saying there? What do you think I mean by that? Summer and winter and the seams between them seem to spread. The first thing that entered my mind was global warming. Encompassing a compass on an earth without an edge just kind of means there's no real borders, right? It's a sphere. It's not a fucking plate. It's not flat. An underwater berth entrenched and shooting through canal. All right. It sounds like I'm playing Echo the Dolphin. Navally postnatal and fatally post-cradle. Fatally post-cradle is a fucking insane just by itself. Fatally post-cradle. That could have been the whole fucking album title. Fatally post-cradle. That's just slipped in the middle there. Navally postnatal and fatally post-cradle waterfowl. Fuck. On the bow of the mothership I wept. Ugh. It's too good. Sorry. It's cinematic quality. I can see it all in my mind's eye. And it's me on a ferry across the James River. That's the imagery that inspired that verse. And probably this imagery too, because this is a ferry in Antarctica. Shout out Professor Sky.
This might blow your mind, okay? I might sound like some freaky.
I don't know if Professor Sky has found out that I sampled him on this song yet. I wonder how he's gonna find out.
Deaky hippie, but this is like backed up by Einstein and other dudes. And right? So light is a wave and a particle.
Cooking in icy wind, icy winds in my third eye's future vision, and a booking at the prison, but I'm on stage
Like Johnny Cash gave Mary Johnny Cage.
Trans baby from the butt gravy and the rage.
10 pages, one phrase.
Written and repeat.
All work, no. What? Bleep, bleep, bleep.
Jody Greep, help me sleep.
Sheep, 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 leap, leap, leap to the beat, beat, beat. Weep, weep, weep. In my pillow and grind my teeth. Please, please, please tonight.
I don't really need these dreams.
So it is both something that does not have mass.
How long you gonna?
Something that has mass. Please.
Hoshino, I will consume content if you pay me for a $1.50 a minute. I forgot to put that in the
Light is a pretty thing in the world of science because it
in the
can do
text
two
here.
things at once.
I should have put that in the
Maybe it
text.
shouldn't be at once.
It's pretty much my standard.
It has that kind of wave-particle duality. It is a wave about love, just gorgeous, the kind of song you want to dance to with your lady or your friends or whatever, you know.
How long you gonna sit and wait for Godot? How tightly are you throttling that bottle right now?
Mightily the fallen wish to rise again.
How and when depend on if you're wise enough to set a trend. Up and everything relentlessly,
extend acceptance openly
and lastingly, tremendously.
Not accept dependency upon
the abuse, you must use your own hands to refute.
Pound the earth and scream and play. This is the most important thing, and every day that you forget to do it, you will fucking waste. You will fucking waste.
How can it be both things at the same time?
Pound the earth and scream and play. This is the most important important thing, and every day that you forget to do it, you will fucking waste.
You will fucking waste.
How many times? Who's the hardcore Trial of the Golden Witch fan that can tell me how many times I've used that lyric? I'll tell you, the first time was here. It started because there was a time I was hanging out with Riley and Mint. I think it was probably when we were walking around Dallas for the first time. And there were like these, on the sidewalk, there were some of these like big grates, like big sewer grates that when we stepped on them kind of shook, but like not like worryingly so, just, you know. And so we were kind of pounding on them and just getting a kick out of the fact that they were, you know, shaky. And it gave me the idea of like that, like playing the drums, like playing a kick drum, like all the satisfaction of like playing music, particularly percussive music, is literally pounding against the earth to make a noise, you know. And then guitar playing and melodic stuff is more like singing. It's like it's this combination of just the satisfaction of just hitting the earth and also, you know, creating a melody. Pound the earth and scream, as I call it. So actually, I think it started. I actually think there's an earlier song than the one I was about to play. I think I first came up with it on, Vizzy and Goldie Witch's Freestyle Fun Time Volume 1. Nobody remembers this. Pound the Earth, kid.
It's been a busy day, I'm getting hella lit. Put the bitches fizz away. This is not worth it, this is not worth it. This is not worth it, this is not worth it. Pound the Earth, kid. Pound the Earth, kid. I got you, I'll fucking rock you. I've got to, you got too close. Too close for comfort. What if my girl's in slumber and it's my world torn asunder? Where the depths of hell being plundered. When I bludgeon ya, don't fuck around in my dungeon, son. Next time it'll be more difficult for you to be slick sticking in the bunker. We have all taken shelter, but helter skelter.
And a little shoddy in my closet. Don't wanna come running around if you don't wanna catch the other end of that motherfucking buckshot, bitch.
It's been a busy day, getting hella lit to put the vizier's fist away.
Thank you, Z.
It's not worth it, it's just not worth it unless it's worth it. Pound the Earth, kid. Pound the Earth, kid.
This looks fucking awesome. So yeah, I had brought up this Pound the Earth and Scream idea to him, and then he used it as that hook, and I really liked it on our random ass freestyle that we recorded. And then that inspired me to then use the lyric first in Mother Heaven. Pound the earth and scream and play. This is the most important thing, and every day that you forget to do it is a fucking waste. And then I reinterpolated it like 3 more times since then. Alright. Enough of that. Let's talk about this. This story is rated PG for violence and language. I have no idea. Okay, this is just a website for this comic. Okay. I've never heard of this before. 10% plus? Does that mean like I'm 10% of the way into the story? Okay. In media res. This is like a bunch of different stories. Okay, this story is called 10% plus. Out of the stories that are in the... I understand now. The fact that there's an in media res button is fucking wild. I've never even heard of such a thing. draw. Never mind. All right, let's read the comic. There's a sad wolf, and there's a bigger wolf. 3 weeks left before I get the chance to kill you. I mean, fail you. You'd better come up with your metanoia proposal by then. Are you a crouton in the salad of life? Oh, the rock is supposed to be me. Oh, wait, this is the other character. Oh, the rock is supposed to be me. The crouton. The rock is a crouton in a mole salad. That's racist. So what do I have to be? A juicy tomato? What incarnation is a tomato, figuratively speaking? I don't get it. I still get eaten either way. What am I gonna do? I'm gonna get held back again. 10% plus! Surpass the limit! What hit me? Sorry, my bro can't throw.
Shut up, you can't catch.
If you're gonna hit me, spare my head. I don't have to think of a metanoia.
What's a metanoia?
Or I have to. I don't know why I read that as I don't. Oh my god. Is this the big bunny talking?
Metanoia only means we've hit a super ultra cool / deadly student on the college on the head with a woodchuck-sized pine cone. I'm sorry for metanoiing you, Mr. Student. It's cool, kid. Metanoia is my thesis. It's my last year, and basically I have to do something spectacular. Oh, like spider bite. Well, lame, bro. The normal styles are about imitation. The metanoia is different. The metanoia it's about innovation. You have to do your own research and then bring a new concept into the world. I don't know what to do, though. Uh-oh. Do lane splitting dashing, power leap, peaceful flower fall, super horse kick, digging madness, multiple dig, hyper eat, evil intent conversion, power leap. Do graceful gumption, mega duty.
Mega duty?
Standalone togetherness, eating punch.
Do saliva freedom.
Meander.
I know.
Do mega throw. Hey.
Mean. Oh shit. Good catch.
Oh, he's better than you. It's a female cat. Her name's Quintet. She's my friend. She must go to the college. Uh-huh. We're in the same season. She could pick a bird out of flight.
My family cat Kilala could do that. Rest in peace. If that were legal, I mean.
Say, mister, do you have a name?
Yeah, Meander.
What's that mean?
It means to worm around kinda leisurely.
That's not as cool as Quintet. What? No, it's very cool.
When that's him saying,
what? No, it's very cool. Very cool indeed.
Hi.
Hi, Miss Quintet.
Who threw this?
I'm clean, right, kids?
They're having a
discussion. A red one.
Awesome. I guess she killed his ass. Who's talking, her? That's called a birthing seashore flip, shrimps. Because of how you flip kind of coiled like a seahorse tail. No, because it hurts as much as a man giving birth. You tykes get out of here. I have a few choice words for our crippled friend. Don't worry. The tree will be fine. P.S. Don't throw your toy so aggressively. It could hurt someone.
How did you know?
She found out? Your smell is all over that thing. Duh. See ya. There goes the scariest cat ever.
She runs like a fox. Shh. Still the coolest.
Dog, wake up. You look angry. If I had eyebrows, they'd be long gone. We just failed now. Our joint exam was today. Why can't I depend on you? I looked like an idiot there all alone. What? Today is 4th day. Oh my God. Today is 4th day. 3rd day. Shrubs, what day is it today? 3rd day. Dentist drill sound effect. Stupid. Held over. This comic has an incredibly unique writing style. It always takes me kind of a second to parse, but I understand what's happening and like what the sentiment is. It just always takes me a minute to be like, okay, who's talking, and like, both because like trying to get a grasp on like the relationships, the nature of the setting, and like the like attitude, like what is normal, in this world, like is it normal to who is acting very distinct, and I think it does a good job of establishing all of that. It just takes a second as you're reading it, especially when I'm trying to do voices for all the fucking text, to process all of that. It's dense, which I like. I have to go to the bathroom, so I'm gonna play a song. What the hell? I already listened to this whole fucking thing. Rap cats. Yeah, we're listening to cat type, dog type music. Cats in the alley tonight. Meow. Japanese cats, where are they at? Fangs in your neck. Catastrophic. Claws in your storms of ruin. Cats. Cat. Claws in catalyst. Better bitch, let's go. Classic hoe, Asian flow. I go back past Nazareth. Silver spin on a beat, rabbit on that. I'm trying not to slip and doing it to galactic planetary flow. Here I go again. The record spin the record spinner. I win while sleeping somehow. Cut down on sleeping foam. Now found myself 2 birds and hands, no bush in sight. That shit I like. That shit I like. That shit I like. That shit I like. That's why they call me the cat. Catalyst. How can you expect so little from yourself? Is it just that it's easier to claim greatness for somebody else? I mostly hate it for the shit that I forgive. Ain't that fucked up feeling when it's just my niceness to your chick? How can you expect so little from yourself? Is it just that it's easier to claim greatness for somebody else? I mostly hate it for the shit that I forgive. Ain't that fucked up feeling when it's just my niceness to your chick? I just assume it's fake and I believe it anyways. If you stop believing it, it cannot be saved. Your relationship, your government, even your brain. Craving honesty is honestly such a waste. You couldn't ascertain the truth. Reality is only what you make it. If you want a party, then you must participate. Dishonesty is honestly a waste. When the truest thing to you is pretending you're a thing. Trust yourself even though you shouldn't. Every single thing you did was something that you couldn't. Until you did, you're gonna go far, kid. I said it all before, I'm gonna say it all again. It is real, everything is good, emotions all chemicals and musical notes. I'm feeling your throat like my boy. for yourself. Is it just that it's easier to claim greatness from somebody else? I mustn't get it for the shit that I forgive. Ain't that fucked up even when it's just my niceness to your chick?
Alright, enough cat jams. Back to being cat. You know my obsession with getting a governmental job. You know, so I can be close to my family? Why would you do this to me? I've told you how strict their selection process is. I'm sorry. You better be sorry. Sorry enough to do a hippo's ass load worth of extra credit. I can't. My metanoia proposal is due in 3 weeks. I can't think of a concept at all. For you, that's the norm. I'm not taking that as an excuse. Come on, you did your metanoia already. You know how hard it is. I planned in advance. You better take that extra credit for your own sake. Your grades suck, man. How could you forget? This was a big exam. My professor yelled at me for missing an assignment and then warned me about the due metanoia. Are you the crouton in the salad of life? He said. What's that mean? Crunch time. The oldest teacher joke in the book from when vegetarianism was new? Oh, I can't tell. No, it's her speaking. The oldest teacher joke in the book from when vegetarianism was new? Because you're always late with everything, so you're always crunching. Oh. It's a challenge saying, are you going to crunch forever? Duh. You really are slow. No, I wouldn't have gotten that. That's not as cool as quintet. You're slow. Both of those F's should be yours. Slow. Are you a crouton in the salad of life? Third day. Slow. Oh, not again. Slow. How could you forget? You really are slow. I've got it. For my metanoia, I'll become fast. No, your metanoia should be the master of being slow, right? But how do I do that? Yo mama's so smart, the front of her brow looked like a pack of hot dogs. What is smart? Hebrew national? You won't hear this one in the ghetto kid. What in the actual fuck is going on in this panel? Okay, first step to fully becoming one with your chosen concept is to take apart the concept. Kill the concept and let the carcass rot in the sun of your mind. Let your intellect worm do it like a million maggots. How appetizing. Extra credit, eh? That's a good question. What is smart? What is slow? Hey, I did a whole entire... Alright, you know what this character really, really needs in its life? If you're struggling with this, if you are having the same problem this character's having, I highly recommend you go over to the live tab on my channel and you scroll down until you find this video called Defining Different Vectors of Human Quality, in which I break down a massive number of different words that are different types of intelligence that a person can have. And good night, Krona. I thought you had already gone to bed. You need to sleep. Sleep for the baby. That's why you thought of this comic was because of the vectors? I had a feeling that could be possibly the case. And I'm glad to know that it is. Because I was like, wait a minute. I called myself slow a whole lot in this video. And then the character's now talking about what is smart. And I'm like, wait. This is the same line of thinking that led to this. Could you imagine if I had just fucking ended this 2 seconds earlier? If I had just noticed and cut it 2 seconds earlier, the number of times that I've managed to just barely miss. Yesterday it could have been 6:06:06. I was almost at the buzzer, but I didn't make it in time. So I complained about it for 20 seconds instead. Got to pay more attention to that. All right, anyway. We use the words so often, there's no time to stop and think about them. Oops. It's like an endless cycle. Words are defined by other words. Complex words have simple definitions. Simple words have complex definitions. Oops. Smart equals intelligent equals intelligence. Intelligence equals $6 Million Man jump sound effects. Empty room ball bounce sound effects. Street Fighter punch sound effects. Meander, would you please wake up already? You've been spacing out for 4 days. Please pay attention. Quintet, what is smart? Wow. What is smart? What are you, 2? Die! Yeah! No, wait. It's not so easy. No, ow, I dare you to answer it. Smart means intelligent. So what does intelligent mean? Intelligent means Intelligent means having mental faculties. When a person is intelligent, they're mentally flexible. They can have multitudes of varied, coherent thoughts. Their thoughts don't falter, unlike you goof. Come on. Now we get millenary out of the water. Thoughts don't falter? Uh-oh. He's having a thought. You already owe me like 900 cherry moyas, guy. I'm going to start charging you insects. Stinging ones. No, please, this is easy. You just have to do the heartbeat count thing when I ask the question. Please, come on, I spent 3 days researching these questions. I even skipped a class. Bro, you're hopeless. So what's this about? I ask a question to a person that I've picked out. The question is pre-made for each person. Then you measure the amount of time it takes for them to give their answers. I'm guessing that intelligent people will answer more quickly. Tranquil inner rhythms contrast. Mark. 82 beats, 62 beats, 70 beats, 84 beats, 100 beats, 97 beats. You know what? I'm realizing what this reminds me of is Jujutsu Kaisen. In like the way that it just, like the way that characters just do shit. You know, you kind of have to figure out, oh, okay, I guess what's happening is, that he has this power, It didn't end up working so well. What you say seemed like a success. No, it wasn't. What went wrong? Everything. The people I thought would take a long time to answer their questions didn't. Some people answered quickly, others didn't. There were a lot of people who took the same amount of time. Some handled the backup question unexpectedly well. Oh god, I'm next in the Cherry Munga Auschwitz all over again? My telepathy isn't working. Holy shit. What the fuck? This is a random subplot about this, like, fruit being sentient and using telepathy that's not working to try to escape being eaten. Okay. Intelligence is a big topic, bro. I think you need to break it down even more. Even smart people have their stupid moments. Call Cherimoya 911. Loft was so surprised about your monkey fertility question, he dropped his broom and didn't pick it up for like 100 beats. Come to think of it, everyone did that in a way, including me. They were all slow. Just for that moment. What is slow? Tell my wife I love her. I hope we have a beautiful shrub. It's not a moment of stupidity. It's a moment of what is it? Inattention? Yeah. My viscera. Oh, that's not good. I'm not happy. Re. They have a moment of inattention. I was using the wrong words. Words again. I'm not after intelligence. Today is 3rd day, you forgot? Please pay attention. I'm after attention. Yes, it's an attention economy. You're understanding. This guy's about to become president of the United States. As soon as you have this realization and you're making this face, you are destined to become president of the United States. Yeah, it makes sense now. I've always had a lot of thoughts, but my mind wanders. That's why I chose the name Meander. My thoughts are unorganized. If I could not only organize my thoughts, but super organize them with unreal attention, I'll become smart. Hey guy, that's already pretty smart if you ask me. Then I'll be super smart. Alright, how are you gonna do this one, Mr. Genius? Okay. We're gonna go for a walk. When people stop to think, they, stopped whatever else they were doing, especially if the question caught them off guard and made them think outside what they were currently doing. They had to significantly divert their attention to the question. So you're gonna do that for me now. I'm gonna walk and you're gonna ask me questions. Math questions. I suck at math. Should I measure response time? But talk walks are typical. It's easy to talk and stall. Ready? Start. How many seeds can you expect to find in 3 cherry moyas? Focus out. Slow it down a little. 50? Close enough. 20 beats, about average for that kind of question. With 30 chimps, how many mothers? 19 beats. Yeah, okay, I'm not going to read every single example. Whoa, guy, hey! You're going to trip. Keep asking. If each snake weighs 4 foxes and there are 3 groups of 6 snakes each, how many foxes? 30. No, wait. 25? No. 72. 356. Great. Good beats. I found it. The attention breaking point. I found it. The rock I am going to throw at you. This is your last extra credit, eh? After this, you'll have made up for that test you blundered. Good work on the joint permeative force paper, by the way. The stone bunting paper was a little close, though. Ah, well, we did kind of knock our proctor off a cliff accidentally. What is this, storage? Yes, the school stores some raw materials here, among other things. Oh, Mr. Polarizing. Hi, Macaque from Mangrove East. Could you leave us alone for a while? Certainly. Why did you tell the guard to leave? Yip. Oh, hey, sup? Yip, 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 yip. Something's up with this guy. Hi, are you new here? Oh, man, you reek of garlic. He can't understand you. I knew it. Hey, doesn't speak common? Yip, yip. What is she, wild? That's exactly it. This is a wild coyote. No kidding? That's cool. I've always wanted to meet one. He doesn't speak common and my body language sucks. Maybe he can understand my Canid dialect? Can you understand? Understand me? I think that means roll over. That roll over means you smell worse than I do. Hello? What is wildlife like? Ah, don't lick me, man. I'm not like that. Yes, you are. So what's our extra credit have to do with him? Do we have to teach him common? You are to fight him. Really? Are you serious? Neither of them has an infragrain style, so they won't be able to sense it. A teacher doesn't joke around. Well, most of us. But we'll slaughter him. We'd totally be in control. Unless he's had secret training. I'll do it first. My curiosity is piked. Meander, you've been limping anyway. Does the coyote even know what's going on? I get the feeling they're about to, rebel against their whole society for the rest of this or something. That was interesting. Especially as, just the start of a story that seems to then go in more directions. Thank you, Z. Thank you for feeding the beast with beast feeding. All right. Anybody else got anything they want me to do? Just let me know. In the meantime, I don't want to hear any more cat music. Take me back. I want to hear Steely Dan with Danny Brown.
Remember when my first meal was school lunch? Now I spit a 16 straight with no punch. Remember all for dinner all we ate was Captain Crunch. Now we blow big blunts on our way to brunch. Went from good fella to commissary slips. Now I got back up, man, every time I slipped. Never ever quit, I just kept on pursuing. Teacher always asked me what was I doing. Scribbled in my notebook and never did homework. Low attention span. Guess these Adderall work. Rock Tommy Hill shirts, ones with the boat. Rock port kicks way before we even smoke. Used to have baby lungs choking when I hit it. Nowadays face a whole 7 in a sitting. Remember back then, man, we thought we growed up. Rushing at a kid just to be grown up. Yeah. Rushing at a kid just to be grown up. Yeah. Whoever thought I'd be the greatest growing up. Yeah. Whoever thought I'd be the greatest growing up. Whoever I can eat a pound and 64 quarters. Burn up fire and drown drops of water. Son, I told ya, got them bangs like Goya. Gone off them pills, got me jumping off the sofa. Hotter than a hot pocket out the double microwave. Model bitches begging just to be a nigga sex slave.
Chica Bong Weeb says, wow, this sounds like actual shit. Tell me what you think.
Excited for garments looking tailor-made. And when these bitches see me, man, they wetter than an Everglades. Every day, same shit, me getting paid. Waking up, new bigs, me getting laid. Used to take bottle back, waitress bring the bottle back. Now they see me shining and they looking like a Sour Patch. Niggas catch a heart attack. Newport South Pack never blow blunt raps. But these blunt raps sewn up. Whoever thought I'd be the greatest growing up?
Landon said, I'm about to jump off my roof. Alright, tell me how you feel about this one, Landon.
Rubber couture, parkour with the metaphors. The flow house of horror, dead boulder with metal doors. Grinch bitch, 6 cents with a nose drip. My sky dice, living bumps in the cockpit. Launch me with hip hop, appraise with a wristwatch. The watch about the size of the team of Chris Watch Smoke. Suck out the mic, prototype for Adderall. Your work killing fiends, cause you cut it with
Adrian ABG says, get a job. This is my job, though.
So much coke, just a sniff, need a ski lift. Flip your table over if you.
I don't know if you think there's a better jobs available where I live, but not really.
Cut it with the bullshit. Nose beat on red carpets, but it's just blend in. Snapping pictures feeling like my chest being sunk in. Live a fast life, seeing many die slow. I'm happy when they left, so I try to seize them more. Funny how it happened, whoever would imagine that joke's on you, but say no one laugh at. Ain't it funny how it happens? Ain't it? Ain't it funny how it happens? Ain't it? Ain't it funny how it happens? Ain't it?
Landon, you never said how you felt about this one. I assume you have actually jumped off of your roof. I'm not Landon, I'm Tyler. Oh, okay. But maybe about my genre. This sounds like a raccoon fucking on the side of the road. That's a little bit what I was going for with that. I mean, it's Steely Dan sped up with Danny Brown slowed down playing over it. So it's a little bit cracked out, even by my standards. But you know, I like it. It's got a unique groove to it. I find myself locking into that groove. You know, you get locked in, and I'm just like, yeah. Hit me with that simultaneous Steely Dan and Danny Brown madness. Do y'all know about Thug Bungalow? Have I talked about Thug Bungalow on here before? Have we listened to Thug Bungalow on stream? Have we done this?
Bitches want that fire in their pussy, the fire in the pussy.
Y'all tell me if you already know about this.
They want this fire, they want my fire in their pussy. My dick so spicy, it's like fire. Red hot chili pepper nigga. I listen to drug hip hop, real rap man. Haters can look at these nuts and cry themselves to sleep, knowing they ain't me. It must sting when you eat little dick nugget, fat ass Kirby bucket.
Fuckers all love to suck on my when will they gay ass niggas inflattered but use a big nigga. Don't take my pizza, don't take my
This is what I assume baptism feels like.
fries, don't take my babe, cause take these dope ass rhymes.
I love hip-hop. I will be a famous rapper one day. This is a message to the haters who doubted me.
I love hip-hop. I will be a famous rapper one day. This is a message to the haters who doubted me.
This is a message to Ricky and Hell. Class ye a big dick, not even those women who get you just playing nigga on the internet, smoking that green, fucked your mom so obscene. Yeah, you got a little dick, that's why your name's Dick Ricky Rick. You
You asked for this, Landon. This is your fault.
Bitch, you bang guys, and you're the one.
I'm not even gonna explain it because you're the only one responding. So nobody else is interested enough for me to tell any kind of explanation of why this is happening. This is just for you.
Oh, bitch, yeah, I got me a gold rim 24 drinking 40s in the back of my L.
My name's Tyler. I don't know any fucking Tyler.
Camino, keys, up, hose, down, chin, and goose. I
don't think.
Raised on that.
I might know some Tylers, actually. I don't be asking about everybody's real name all the time, you know what I mean? Alright, let's listen to another one of those Pound the Earth and Scream songs. God, that is piercing. Hello, Mel.
Come together, scream and play. This is the most important thing, and every day that you forget to do it is a fucking waste. I'm a pastel dream, less oblique than the themes of Mother 3. Less likely to say the right thing than it is to come overseas. Those tides carry my babbling speech. It's traveling east and bleaching minds with my vaccine. I'm the last thing you see right before your life goes topsy-turvy. Turbulence, I am the roughest of seas. Done enough crafting to get you drafting. Sweating bullets while I'm having fun relaxing. The spirits passing. Motherfucker.
Wow, this song is... Doom's been dead for 4 fucking years already. More than 4 fucking years already. I was like, wait a minute, this song's like a little old. And then, wait a minute, rest in peace to Doom. Also, Doomer was still a thing. Still a word. Damn, that dated that song. Oof. Okay. Alright, Landon, tell me what you think about this. This is vibing me. Text it to my Uncle Landon, please. Alright. Oops. Shit. Didn't mean to do that. Untune my ass. Yes, I am taking requests. That's why it says it literally right there on the goddamn screen. The fuck was that? Oh. It was Landon responding to my text saying arigato. You should recognize this noise that you're hearing right now. I promise it's a familiar noise. You recognize the noise because it's actually this noise. Slow down. you know because it's the Lucky Channel opening. Boy Bop, Cow Bop? No. Wait, is that's not the Cowboy Bebop. No, that's the Lucky Channel opening, not the goddamn Cowboy Bebop thing. I'm pretty sure. You're fucking with me. Alright. Landon, or Tyler, whatever the fuck, Chikabong Butt Fuck Weeb said, can you react to ProZD's new top 10 Kyoto animation anime video? I think you'll enjoy it. Even though the dude has the personality of a trash bag floating in the wind, HBK sucks. IMO, go Haruhi. Alright. You pretty much paid for me to watch half of this with that $10 super chat there. Chikabong fuck. But god damn it, I can't even say the fucking thing. You've written a tongue twister of a name.
Little toy, and he wants to save.
Why are we already 30 seconds in?
Alright, in this video I'm going to be talking about my top 10 Kyoto Animation anime. Kyoto Animation, or KyoAni, is my favorite anime studio.
That's too many fucking toys. They're mostly amiibos too.
Of all time. They've made some of my favorite stuff. Generally, when KyoAni makes something, I'm pretty interested. Now, this one isn't on the list, but a little bonus installment. Baja no Studio. This is a very cute...
It's good.
Cute little short. There's two shorts, actually.
It'll make you go, oh, look, cute little hamster.
It's about a little hamster who lives in an animation studio. It's just about his imagination, and like he interacts with like this evil toy, and he wants to save like this.
Alright, Landon, since you really only paid for half of this, I'm just gonna watch it at double speed because frankly that's my preferred speed anyways.
This little duck toy, it's very, very cute. It's gorgeously animated, and listen, if you just want something that's just light, beautiful to look at, and just really, really adorable, then Baja no Studio is definitely worth watching. I also think a lot of people don't know about it.
Is it not Baja no Studio? I guess it does say Baja. Baja no Studio. Baja.
So yeah, go check it out. But now let's jump into number 10. Number 10 is Violet Evergarden. It's about a girl who...
I like it. I like this show because I like Violet Evergarden, the character. She's cool. She's on my short list of characters I would like to cosplay.
You know, was in the war, and then she basically fought through it, lost someone she loved, and then she basically is what's called like a doll, auto doll, and she goes to people to transcribe like letters and like make them convey their feelings in letters and stuff. She's very like, at least at the start, very emotionless, very stoic, not really someone who opens up easily. And it's kind of about her like, you know, learning empathy and, you know, things like that. And it's nice. It's beautifully animated. Episodic, like, you know, there's different stories here and there.
This does not feel like he watched these anytime recently, the way he's talking about them. I gotta say that.
Working stuff through. I like the main character. I usually am not super crazy about like, oh, the super quiet, like very, very like stoic character, but it's nice to see her grow. I don't love the end.
Okay, you fuck, watch it normal speed. All right, Landon. I'm surprised you want that, but okay. Normal speed means 1.25,
like a final movie.
Right?
I was not a fan of how they chose to wrap it up, but it's not enough to make me just like dislike the show. I still think it is worth watching. Still well written. I do like seeing that main character grow. Number 9 is A Silent Voice. So this one is a movie adaptation of the manga, where it's about this high school guy who mercilessly bullied.
What a pretty film.
This deaf girl, and she like moved away. And
man, I gotta say, right now, there's a voice in my head that keeps telling me skip ahead to when it gets to the interesting part. And then I'm like, this is what the video is. I don't know why you think there's going to be a part you're going to skip ahead to that you're going to be like, wow, now my mind's being blown.
Stuff, and then later they reunite. Well, he becomes the target of bullying.
I've seen all of these fucking anime.
Basically make it up to her. The movie is very good. It's very beautiful. It's very emotional. I do prefer the manga, though. And it's interesting. Like, if I had not read the manga, maybe I'd have a different opinion about the movie. The manga,
see if I can formulate my own opinion while he's doing this.
Especially her perspective. Whereas the movie, I think, focuses a little more on the guy redeeming himself, which is a great story. There are all these other characters in the original manga that are in the movie, but they don't really do anything because they don't have the time to expand upon it. Honestly, a show with KyoAni doing it would have been pretty cool. I still think the movie does a good job, though. And it's also a very interesting story overall because, you know, when I...
Mother of a fuck. Alright, here we go. Let's just do it live, alright? Let's just do it ourselves. This is all you need. Munto. I didn't watch it. Full Metal Panic Fumofu. Funny. 7 out of 10. Air on TV. It was alright. 6 out of 10. Munto 2, I didn't watch it. Full Metal Panic, the second rate, I only saw the first episode, but it was pretty good. 7 out of 10. Melancholy of Haruhi Suzumiya, undeniably groundbreaking work. Don't fucking watch it. Kanon, it's fine. 6 out of 10. Lucky Star. Lucky Channel! 8 out of 10. Clannad. Boring and gay. And not in the fun way. Sora wa miyageru shoujo no hitomi ni utsuru sekai, I didn't watch it. Nyoron Churuya-san, I didn't watch it. Haruhi-chan, I didn't watch it. This was a mahjong show? Okay, whatever. K-On! 9 out of 10. Melancholy of Haruhi Suzumiya Season 2, I didn't really watch it. Do my alters have the same score as you? I would assume so. I don't know. I don't know who watched each of these. I'm just basing this on how I remember them, alright? Last War of Heavenloids and Akudoloids? Did not... I don't even fucking remember that. The Disappearance of Haruhi Suzumiya... If you had to watch Haruhi, you should just watch this. Don't even watch the show. Fuck the show. Just watch the goddamn movie. You'll be fine. You'll get everything that people like who really love this show really remember about it being good. It's all in this movie anyways. So just watch the movie. Fuck the TV show. You don't need it. It doesn't make it make more sense. It's a 7 out of 10. K-On! Season 2, 9 out of 10. Nichijou, I only saw half of it. It's 7 out of 10. K-On! The movie, 10 out of 10. But you have to have seen all of K-On! Or else it won't mean anything. It's the total opposite of Haruhi. This, you have to actually watch all of the show to enjoy the movie. Hyoka, I could not finish it. Love Chunibyo and Other Delusions was Shade's favorite anime for a little while when he was in high school. I was too old for that shit. Tamako Market is cute. It's got the first, obviously a trans woman character that's ever been handled well I ever saw in an anime. She's not depicted on the website, unfortunately, but it's like a 6 out of 10. Free, I saw 3 episodes. If you want to look at pretty boys, you know. I didn't watch this. Beyond the Boundary, I couldn't finish. This, I don't care. Tamako Love Story was fine. 7 out of 10. Free, no. Amagi Brilliant Park. If you are that one Lucario fan, watch this show. If you're not, you don't need to watch this show. Unless you want to understand that one Lucario fan better. Hibike Euphonium is not gay, which really sucks. 5 out of 10. Myriad Colors Phantom World is dog shit. That is a 3 out of 10. I didn't see the movie. Silent Voice is fine. 8 out of 10, but mostly for technical. Like, I cannot in good faith give a movie that gorgeous less than an 8 out of 10. CBK Euphonium Season 2 I couldn't finish. Dragon Maid is like a strong 7. Free Baja No Studios, cute. That's a 6 or 7 out of 10. Probably a 7 out of 10. Free, I don't care. Violet Evergarden, I enjoyed it a lot. 7 out of 10. Liz and the Bluebird, I did not enjoy, but I know it's good. I know people like it, so I'm just going to give that a 6 and leave it there. Surene, I made like 1 episode. I haven't seen any of these, and I haven't seen anything they've made since the violence. And I really want to see City the Animation. It looks fucking awesome. This looks amazing. Okay.
Read A Silent Voice. I hated that main guy because you're supposed to hate him. He's horrible to this girl. By the end of it, I was like, yeah, no, you turned me around. Like, you really took responsibility and just actually felt sorry for your actions. It's a heavy movie. It's a heavy manga as well, but I think it's still very, very good. And then Naoko Yamada directed it, and I love her work. You'll see her name appear many times on this list. If you've seen the movie, I think the manga is also really good too. Both are good. Number 8 is Hyoka. This is directed by Yasuhiro Takamoto, who I really loved his work and was so sad about.
Yeah, ultimately, both seasons of K-On! Have scenes that are not good. That just like if you cut those scenes out, the show might be better. I don't think you can say that about the movie. I think it's pretty much just all the way enjoyable. I haven't watched K-On! in like more than a decade, but I'm sure the movie is probably still good. I can't imagine that the power of it just dries up over time.
About his passing in the fire, and I say this every time. I'm so glad KyoAni has managed to recover and like continue to create. But anyway, Hyoka is about low-key, like low-stakes mysteries. I've compared it in the past to like, I don't know, not exactly like Encyclopedia Brown, but kind of like that. Like, you know, it's refreshing to see a mystery show, but it's not murders and stuff. It's like a romance show. It's cute. The mysteries are fun. It's a fun core group of characters. I think it's very under a store owner character. He's really funny. Akira Kogami, who's just this genki little, oh, I'm cute. I'm a cute little girl. And then she's just like, fuck this shit. It has a wide variety of really fun characters. A great tsundere character. I always love tsundere with Kogami. Funny. I don't know. Like, it's not gonna be everybody's cup of tea.
Jesus Christ. This is the least of a description of these shows I have ever heard. Like, seriously, it does not sound like he rewatched these in the last decade. Like, he's going off of about as much as I was when I gave those scores just now, is how it feels like.
But for me, I think it was pretty damn funny, so it's on the list. Number 6 is Nichijou.
Gotta say you love the new name. I assume you mean for the Discord server, the Golden Butterflies. Me too.
This is one that when I first watched it, I kind of fell off of it. And then I watched it with a group of friends later, way later. And I'm like, I'm so glad I came back to this and gave it a chance. I describe it as hit or miss in its humor. But when it hits, it really hits. I like that the designs are kind of like...
I hate when people say that.
Simpler, but that means when they really go hard on the animation, it's extra funny.
You will find that as a description of literally any comedy you've ever heard of, I promise.
Seeing them just like go do these ridiculous animation segments. Yeah, it's not for everybody because it's very
making
weird.
A lot
Some of the jokes I think
that are like this. Is he like having a kid or something? Is he like trying to raise a college fund? Like, why?
I think it might be too Japanese, even for me. I don't really get the jokes, but I just kind of admire it overall of like, man, this is just a creative, weird show. Definitely a lot wackier, but I like the vibe a lot. And I'm excited for City whenever that comes out. Number 5 is K-On! Yeah, you'll see that...
It is indeed Mordecai from Lackadaisy. He's got a great voice, but man, he is not saying anything in this video.
A lot of these are like girls hanging out, but I don't know. It's a fun genre. K-On! Is definitely one of those pioneers of the 4 girls in a band genre. It's cute. It's funny.
One of those pioneers of the 4 girls in a band genre. That's not an unfair description, I guess.
Really like the dynamics between the characters. Well, there's 5 girls, but anyway. The music's really good. It's got that fun, just sort of cute sound. If you just want another show of just like good vibes, K-On! Has great vibes. Yeah, it's pretty light on, character stuff. Although I do think the first season does have an arc. It's fun. You're either gonna like this kind of show or hate it. I happen to like this kind of show, but I think the comedy of it really sells it for me. There are some shows like this where it's like just slice of life hanging out where I'm like, okay, it's not really for me. But this one, I think, if you can get some fun gags in there, some good music, and I think really appealing cast of characters, where it's just fun to watch. If you have a good group of characters, it's fun to watch them do anything. And K-On! Is one of those shows for me, where it's just fun to watch them do stuff. It's fun. Number 4, I'm combining into like one entry: Full Metal Panic, Fumofu, and Full.
It's possible that I will upvote this just on the basis of him not putting Clannad in the list.
Full Metal Panic: The Second Raid, both directed by Yasuhiro Takamoto. So I love Full Metal Panic. It's one of my favorite series ever. It's about a stoic military guy sent to protect a girl in high school because she has.
Okay, so we have just now in this video made it to the shows that he actually probably likes and really wanted to talk about, right? Like, all of this is like, yeah, Kyoto Animation, they made a lot of good shows, I enjoyed these Moe shows, whatever, yeah, Lucky Star was good, K-On! Was good, alright. Full Metal Panic. So I know most of you haven't heard of this anime because it actually started as a Gonzo series that came out in 2002, and it ran for 26 episodes, and it was considered by many to be not the best adaptation. It could have been in the source material, but then there was a course correction. You see, they sent it off the Kyoto Animation, but before actually creating season 2, they decided to do an offshoot comedy season called Fumofu. Now, Fumofu is an extremely funny, hilarious, random spastic comedy type thing, which takes the comedy elements from the main show and amplifies them. But whereas in the main show, each arc starts off comedy and then it becomes sort of like more of an action-centric plot where you have to the fish out of water raised by the military main character trying to protect this little rich girl who's just a normal high school student, except that for her dad's like part of the CIA or whatever, so he's got to always watch over her with guns and shit. Anyway,
like special powers and stuff. It's a mecha romantic comedy / mecha drama, which is very, I think, unique. The first season is by Gonzo, I believe, and it hasn't aged well in terms of animation, in my opinion. It looks kind of ugly sometimes. I still love it, but I have to admit that. But when KyoAni stepped in to do Fumofu, man, it was like, whoa, this looks so much better. And Fumofu is the
I literally just said all of this faster.
comedy season. It's so funny. It's just absurdist side stories in the high school. And then Second Raid is very different, where it is a very serious mecha storyline, and the main character goes through some emotional turmoil. For those who have seen the Second Raid, I think the haircut scene is one of my favorite scenes in all of anime. I love the
Now we're getting somewhere. Again, this is obviously the anime he actually cares about. Yeah. Why not just the top 5? Because he needs he needs to acknowledge at least 10 Kyoto Animation shows to not have every comment be about everything he didn't put on the list.
chemistry between the main two leads. It's my favorite anime couple of all time. And Second Raid has some really great action sequences as well. The fourth season was good too. I did miss KyoAni's touch, but anyway, Fumofu, Second Raid both really were iconic shows for me as a youth, and I still love them. I rewatched them, and I'm like,
I rewatched them.
I still feel the same.
I rewatched them.
Watching.
Notice how he didn't say that about any of the other shows.
Number 3 is Miss Kobayashi's Dragon, the Takemoto show. Talked about this one many times. It's
another Takemoto show. So obviously he's like more a fan of Takemoto's direction, which makes me think this is gonna suddenly become like a funereal video about how that guy is fucking not around anymore. But
slice of life comedy about dragons who have human forms. It's very horny. It's got problematic stuff. I've talked about this before, but it's cozy, and I really do think it is a show that has a really nice family in the center of it that I really enjoyed. You know, it's sweet. It's a very sweet show. And very funny with Fafnir and other characters that have really funny sort of side segments. I still haven't seen the second season. I say that every time. I intend to at some point. Again, Takemoto, he was great. Really, really loved his work. And this was a show I mentioned my anime that surprised me, where I kind of was like, it's not for me. And then I watched it and I was like, damn, no, this is absolutely up my alley. I love a good, fun slice of life.
It's easy to forget like how much cultural impact this show kind of had, because there were a lot of people like that, where I think it was pretty much every single Kyoto Animation show to me blew up on the back of GIFs. They are the master GIF studio. I've been meaning to make a video about this, but like I really think they perfected the art of like baking GIFs into their shows, and like they just kept getting better and better at it, and then this show reached like the zenith of that, like the biggest meme core reach that they'd ever had on like a global scale. And it drew in lots of people who thought that they were always going to be ignoring this genre.
Comedy. Number 2 is The Melancholy of Haruhi Suzumiya. I love Haruhi, and I'm realizing over time, I cannot recommend this show to my friends.
Nope, you can't do it.
Such a bad track record of introvert.
Thank God that's the take. I literally said earlier, like, it's literally an undeniable classic. Don't watch it. Don't try to show it to people. Don't go back and think, I'm going to check out Haruhi. It just doesn't mean anything anymore. It was a time and place thing. you know?
Either introducing this to friends or watching other friends introduce this to other friends, and it's very divisive. I used to think Haruhi was a slam dunk, and I still love it. Like, it's one of my favorite anime. But if you don't know what it is, I'm not going to spoil it.
I think the movie is probably still a slam dunk. I think, again, you could probably just casually watch that and ignore the show and be fine. I know people hate when you say stuff like this, but I hate anime, so I am totally comfortable saying that.
It's about a headstrong girl who recruits or forces people into her club, the SOS Dawn, where they're just gonna try to find fun things to do. But there's definitely something else going on.
See, Cypher said, I tried to recommend Dragon Maid early on and everyone was shitting on it. Then it got a few weeks later. It definitely got some great GIF moments. I actually redrew one at one point. For me, Dragon Maid, I think I saw it growing in popularity, and then I didn't actually watch it until like right after it ended, and I capitalized on it perfectly doing like a 2-part video. Would have been a 3-part, because the 3rd part was just going to be about the animation, but I didn't feel at the time like rewatching the show and going back through it with a fine-tooth comb, so I just left it. But those 2 videos did really, really well, and I actually had met Don Jolly through the fact that he liked those videos because it helped him to understand like that there was more to this thing than the pervert, like the obvious pervert angle, you know, that he had found off-putting. Bird seems to be craving for me to... I gotta get Bird food. But I don't know what he wants. Because he wanted Mexican food, but he was still asking for that after they would have been closed. I guess he'll probably just be fine with whatever I cook him? Bird has the hunger. He hasn't eaten anything, I don't think. Probably all day. And he'd like me to come make him something. I'll finish up this video, and then I'm going to go and make something for Bird. Figure out this food situation. He does not have the power to solve it. He does not have the mental faculty at present to figure it out. So I need to assist.
That I think is very interesting. It is a sci-fi school comedy. I think Haruhi, the main character, a lot of people either love or hate her. I happen to love her. I think she's very funny. This sort of group of characters is sort of forced together, but it's kind of fun for me to watch this dynamic. Okay, here's the thing. If you don't like characters who bully other characters, you're gonna hate Haruhi. That's fine, and that's totally fine. But for me, there's this great... Oh man, there's so much I want to talk about with Haruhi. It was aired in out of chronological order, and that to me is the way you need to watch the show, because the first season is literally designed and formatted so that the mid...
Yeah, I agree, and I've made the point.
I like the hijinks they get into. There's like some romance stuff that I think is very fun. Season 2 is very divisive. I think it's kind of genius. And then I think the movie is incredible. I think if you is enough to 2 and 2 to the movie, the
Kanye 2028 said, I would pay actual money for you to make that 3rd Dragon Maid video and analyze Yasuhiro Takemoto's directing. How much is actual money?
Growth in anime. The main comic pop, but like peak Kill Annie. It's about a high school band.
No,
and
alright. I don't care about Hibike Euphonium. Alright, y'all. I'm going to crash this stream down and go get food for Bird. One way or another. And then, like $50, that's not enough. Alright. Later.